This week's Thursday Throwback Story is a musical Thursday Throwback Story. This will be a musical Thursday Throwback Story, as I explained. It's about the first time I first started to play the guitar. Well, I'm not good at the guitar, but as you all know, but the first time I started to have interest in playing a guitar was probably back in 2008, 2009. I was probably 12 years old or 11 years old at the time. Um, yeah, so I think I was like 11 or 12 or something. Or maybe, yeah, I think it was like 11 or 12 or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so I remember I used to go down to and it could have been 2007 because I think I was 10 years old when I started to want to play the guitar. I wanted to start to learn how to play the guitar. Like I said, I've never been that good. I've never been really a pro at the guitar, but I've always tried. And, I know everybody's like, oh, you don't play that good. You don't play the notes that good. Yes, I know that. I'm not here to make a professional business out of playing a guitar. A profession or whatever. So I know that. So, and that's why I stopped comments on my videos, on my guitar videos, the song videos, because everybody's always negative about everything. So that's why. But anyway, besides that, we're not talking about that today. But, I just wanted to put that out there in case anybody wanted to know why I don't put comments anymore on my song videos. But anyway, besides that, around 2007, 2008, I started to have interest in playing a guitar. First guitar I started to play with was my Uncle Jason's guitar. It was he still has it actually. It's a blue acoustic guitar. It's actually like an acoustic electric guitar. So you can make it into electric guitar, but he always used it as an acoustic guitar. So, but you can also make it into an electric guitar. And every time I'd go down to my aunt's house, and yeah, he still has it too. He's had it for like over 20 years. Like, I think he's had it for ever since I could remember. So I used to get off the bus at my aunt's house because she used to watch me and my sister and my mom was working. My parents were working, so she used to watch me and my sister. And so when we get off the bus, we'd have a snack, and then we'd be there for a couple hours, for maybe like 2 or 3 hours or something like that. So I would always ask my Uncle Jason, be like, hey, Uncle Jason, do you think I can play your guitar? He's like, yeah, sure. So he used to always try to teach me how to play the guitar, and I knew a couple chords, but I always liked to just play the guitar as much as I wanted. And my grandmother would always come down, and she would always, she's always working now, but at the time she'd always come down and watch me play the guitar, and I would try to play some like Johnny Cash songs and stuff, and stuff like that, but or like Billy Ray Cyrus song, or whatever song that I could think I could play, which I didn't really play that good. But I started to become better, um, or I started to learn how to play the guitar, but I just didn't have my own guitar, so I was always sad that I didn't have my own guitar. And at the time, my mom didn't really have the money, because that was when her and my father separated. They divorced around that time, so she didn't really have a lot of money. They both didn't have a lot of money. Nobody really had a lot of money in my family. We weren't like rich. We weren't ever rich or anything. So we never really had a lot of money. So the guitar was like the last thing that was something that my mom could afford. So she's like, maybe someday I can get you a guitar when I get extra money. So she was hoping like maybe the next year when she got her taxes back, she'd give me a guitar. And so I would just play my Uncle Jason's guitar until I got my own. And then my Aunt Karen, which is not really my aunt, but she's always been a part of my family, and way before I was born, she's been friends with my mom and my aunt. So she had an extra guitar that she didn't use anymore. And it was like this really cool acoustic, and it broke. And I don't have it anymore because it was all shattered in pieces and everything. It just, the whole entire thing just broke. I wish I still had it because it would have been nice to still have something like that from my childhood, but it was so much, you couldn't salvage it because it broke because one of my cats knocked it down and the neck broke on it and everything. So it just, unfortunately, it was just never salvageable after that. But anyway, but before that, I had, she's like, she looked at the guitar and she was thinking, well, she was playing the guitar for a little bit. And then she looked at it, and then she looked at me, and she's like, you know what? You can have this. So she gave me my first ever guitar, which was, I think it was, I forgot what the brand was, but it was like just a standard acoustic guitar. Um, like it was the pale, brown or whatever you say. I think it's like maybe like a wood oak or something like that. But it was the same color as this door right here. It was like looked like this a little bit. It was kind of like the same color like as this door right here. And so she gave me the guitar, and I started to learn a little bit more better on it because I learned some of the chords that my Uncle Jason taught me. And so I started to be happy. I started to bring the guitar basically everywhere I went. It was kind of like the same thing with my backpack. Remember how I was bringing my backpack everywhere? Well, this was kind of like the same thing with the guitar. I even brought it to school one time. When I was in high school, I brought it to school, and the bus driver didn't know how the heck I was going to put it in the seat with me, so I sat by myself in the seat because nobody else could because I had my guitar. But I brought it to school to play at school. I tried to, but anyway, but at that time I wasn't in high school. I was still in elementary school. But I think I brought it to elementary school one time, and it's a guitar. It's not like it's a toy or anything. Like they would frown upon bringing like toys from home or whatever. Well, they would frown upon like bringing like bigger items from home, like maybe basketballs or footballs or something. But like the guitar was not really a frown upon thing, but they didn't really recommend it because it would take too much space up on the bus. And also in class, where would you put it in class? So I didn't bring it all the time to school, but no, I brought it to school a couple times. I was so happy that I had the guitar. Like I was really happy that I had my own guitar. And a year later, my mom bought me my first electric guitar, which I still have actually. And the reason why I got this guitar, my mom said that she would buy me my own electric guitar for my birthday, and it was a year after I got my first guitar ever, was the acoustic. So I wanted to have an electric guitar, and this was the first electric guitar that I had. I gotta put more strings on it, but so like I said, this is the first electric guitar that I have. This is like the only guitar that I have from my childhood that I kept, besides that acoustic guitar which broke. So, but my mom got this for me a year later. I think I was like 11 years old, and she was like, you know what, I'm gonna actually, I think it was when she got her taxes back because she had more money. So this was I wanted to get a red and white guitar, but unfortunately that guitar was like $100 something. So my mom was like, no, because she didn't have all that much money. So this was only like maybe 75 or something. So I settled for this because I was like, you know what, I want to get a guitar. It's all dusty. I gotta clean this guitar off anyway. But I settled for this guitar. The reason why I wanted to get a guitar like this is because at the time I was watching a show, which I was watching for years, called Drake and Josh. It was with Drake Bell and Josh Peck. And Drake Bell always had a guitar that he would have with him because he was a rock star. And he had a guitar similar to this, but it wasn't black and white, it was red and white. It had the red outside and then the white inside. And that's a guitar that I wanted to get, but that guitar at Bob's Music, which is a local music place. No, we don't have a Guitar Center. We don't have anything like that up here. We have Bob's Music, and which is just as good as Guitar Center or whatever. So at Bob's Music, they had the red and white guitar, but it was like $100, $200 for that. This guitar was only like maybe I think $75, maybe $100, but the other guitar that I wanted was like $200. So I got this guitar, and I also got an amp with it, and got some picks with it as well. The amp I don't think I have. Yes, I do have the amp still. Yeah, I still have the amp for this guitar, but so my mom bought me that guitar, and then that's how my guitar collection started. My stepdad gave me his old acoustic guitar, which I gotta put more. It's got to get more strings on it. All my guitars need to get some new strings on it, but just haven't got to that. You know, I don't. I don't know. I gotta. I don't know. But anyway, so I have 4 guitars now. I used to have like 6 or 7, but got rid of some throughout the years because I didn't need that many guitars or just take them too much space. So I got 4 now. I think 4 is good. I'm not going to get any more because I don't have I have the interest still, but I don't have the interest to keep buying guitars. You know, I don't want to have so many guitars that it just takes up my room. That's why I have them in my closet, because and they're fine in the closet. Just got to get some stands for them, I think. But so yeah, so that's the first guitar I ever had. Second guitar, but this is like a combo video as well. So anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.